Hey there guys, welcome back to a brand new weekly watch challenge video. Just want to give a shout out to Super Jammin' Bro. Go subscribe to his channel. He came up with the theme that we went with this week. I don't even know if he realizes it or not. He was on a stream. He was on Dale's stream actually. And he was like, why don't you guys come up with something like Space Week? All right, Super Jammin' Bro, we did that. That is an awesome idea. So yeah, go subscribe to Super Jammin' Bro. Huge thanks. Also want to give a shout out to It's Dale Stark, who is also going to be doing these challenges, as well as HorrorFan34 Thomas, my best bud. He's also doing these with me. We do topics, we communicate with one another, and decide what theme we're going to go with this week and that week, and it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. That's what we're doing this for, is for fun. So Space Week, yeah. I watched one movie per day, Monday through Friday. And that's what I usually like to keep it at, one movie per day, so I don't get overloaded with stuff, especially since I've been doing the 31 Days of Horror Challenge. So let's get started here. Monday, I went with a movie that I guarantee you've never heard of, but I know Thomas has. And I actually turned him to actually like this movie. And it's called Stranded. Now, this is a very hard movie to come by. As far as like finding it on DVD, it's even harder. Very rare. There is another movie called Stranded, I think with Christian Slater. And I think that came out in like 2001 or something like that. Same name, called Stranded, but that's not the one. This is kind of like an independent film, and it has Vincent Gallo in it. It's basically about these astronauts who get stranded on Mars, and they have to ration everything from the heat to the power to their food, their water, all that stuff, because nobody is coming for them. So they ration all the stuff, and once in a while they'll try to go out on the planet surface and try to see if there's like life forms, or if there's shelter, or if there's something that they can do to basically survive, because they're going to run out of stuff and they're going to eventually die. And I love how it says on the cover here, 150 million miles from hope. That is an awesome cover. But yeah, the third act of this movie, I don't want to give it away, because honestly, the third act of this movie really surprised me, and it was really awesome. They discover something, and what they discover is so cool. It is so cool, guys. This movie is not only like a survival film, but it's also a mystery. I don't know. I freaking love it. The fact that it's on Mars and everything. The set pieces were excellent. For like an independent film, this is really good. If you guys can get your hands on this one, definitely check it out. It's Stranded, and it has Vincent Gallo in it. So just remember that. So that's what I watched Monday. Tuesday, I watched a movie that everybody's familiar with, and I don't need to explain this movie. It is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. About killer clowns. That's it, basically. What more can I say about this? Everyone knows it. Yeah, that's what I watched on Tuesday. This is the Arrow video release. It's got this really cool slipcover and everything. Really awesome. I love Arrow Video. But yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Wednesday, I watched a movie that still disturbs me, and I just got the Scream Factory version not too long ago, but I kept the DVD, and it is Fire in the Sky. Now this one, the whole surgical thing where they show the aliens and like in the needle in the eye and all that, when he's on when the guy gets abducted, and then there's like they're studying him and doing tests on him, and that is so crazy. I've never seen anything like that done, even with modern movies today. Nothing like that even tops this. This movie is the best alien abduction movie I have ever seen in my life. And I know a lot of people will agree with that. It is just so cool. I mean, sci-fi-ish, like about aliens and stuff. Really, really cool, guys. I love this movie. It is amazing. And if you can get the Scream Factory version, definitely do so. Thursday, I watched a movie starring Matt Damon, and it was directed by Ridley Scott, who did, of course, Alien. Um, I think this movie, is still good. There's an extended cut of this movie too, but I love it. And it is The Martian with Matt Damon, and you got Jeff Daniels in there. Pretty good cast here. Sean Bean is even in this movie. Basically, about a guy who gets left on, Mars by himself, and while the team left, because he gets hurt and they thought him to be dead, but he's not, and so he has to figure out a way to survive on Mars by himself. So he ends up like growing um, potatoes and stuff to survive, and they have to try to get food to him, and they have to try to rescue him while he's on Mars trying to figure out how to stay alive and ration his food and ration his air or whatever. And like really good film, guys. Like this is really Scott. I mean, honestly, the way it looks when he's on Mars just looks really cool. Um, yeah, it's just really, it's kind of like an epic film. I mean, man, and imagine being stranded on Mars by yourself. I don't know how he did it, but he did. That's crazy. Now, with Friday, I went with a fun movie, and the movie's stupid, but it's just fun. I love the kills and everything, and it's just, when it comes to space movies, this was like the first thing that popped into my mind, and it is Jason X, of course, where you know Jason, he gets frozen in regular time, and then in the future, like I think like 400 years in the future, planet Earth is dying, and so they end up finding Jason's body. They bring him on a ship, and they're heading to Earth 2. And so the whole movie is basically them on a ship with Jason, who gets thawed out and basically runs amok on a spaceship while they're in space, and he basically kills people on the ship, and then he turns into Cyber Jason or whatever. And yeah, that's what it is. Jason in space. I mean, they finally did it. The Leprechaun in space. And when are they going to do Michael Myers in space? I don't know. But yeah, Jason X. Like I said, it's a stupid movie, but it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun with the kills, the characters, and the acting and all that stuff. It's your typical Friday the 13th movie, but in space. So yeah, Jason X is what I finished with on Friday. So, really quick recap here. Monday, I watched Stranded. Tuesday was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Wednesday is Fire in the Sky. Thursday is The Martian. And Friday is Jason X. So, that is my weekly watch video for Space Week.